For daily Ask Reddit. r/Ask Reddit. Police officers of Reddit, was there ever an incident where you had to arrest a close friend of yours? If so, what happened and did it affect your relationship with that person? If you like the video, drop a like and subscribe so you never miss a video. A buddy of mine's dad is a cop who rotates from being on the streets giving out tickets and making arrests to working inside the speedometer monitoring office. I don't know what it's officially called. Anyways, his son just had a bad breakup and was speeding home, not paying attention to the camera until it was too late. His dad saw the footage, recognized the car, and processed the ticket, just like he would for anyone else. I actually remember sitting with both of them during a game night the week the son got the ticket in the mail and he joked about his dad taking care of it, to which his dad simply said, "Nope, we caught you fair and square." My mother, state trooper, wrote me a ticket once, in high school. I may have deserved it a bit, but I'm sure she also enjoyed being a bit of an urban legend. Not the actual topic of op, but that's what I got. So, for context, my high school, Chicago, was pretty much right off of the expressway. My car was a bit easily recognizable around town. Loud stereo, rooms, the usual mid/late 90s setup. I was going a bit fast, let's just say, and had my music up loud enough to where I didn't hear the unit behind me in what should have been a familiar voice, since it was my mother instructing me to slow down. I did see the lights when they went on. I pulled into the school parking lot, thinking maybe I'd get a break. Then I heard real name, "Get your narrow ass out of the car." By this time, it was full on spectacle. She wrote me a ticket to where I could attend a class on a weekend to keep it from going on my record. As you can imagine, the rest of the day was super fun. Everyone respected the sensitive nature of the situation and barely brought it up at all. When I first started in LE, my trainer encouraged me to get used to navigating our computer system, so I looked up some of my family members. I discovered that my uncle had an active failure to appear to court warrant for, and I shit you not, operating a junkyard without a permit. He ran a used car lot and dabbled in parting out cars, so technically accurate. I'll let him know about it for his own awareness, and he elected to do the right thing. He contacted a bondsman and turned himself in to jail to be processed and get it cleared up. He just happened to choose a night to turn himself in that I was working, and as a trainee it was my expectation to do all pad searches to gain more experience at doing it right. My trainer took pity on me and didn't actually make me arrest and search my uncle, but I should have. Years later, before I left the career, I would have done it in a heartbeat without thinking twice, because it was my job, but I was squeamish at the time due to being so new. I also had to search and process one of my soldiers who got himself into trouble. Army reservist, I was his section sergeant. I was extra pissed at him though, because his drunk ass broke my several month streak of not needing to use physical force on anyone, and this was after he'd already been tased by the arresting officers. Had to arrest my sister for DUI. I was the only cop in a small town and she wrapped her car around a tree and was hammered. On the one hand it sucked, but on the other it was an easy decision, because being a family member doesn't excuse dangerous and illegal behavior. I think you did the right thing. Hope your sister was okay. Thanks. She was unhurt in the crash and the entire episode was a huge wake-up call that she needed help. This was many years ago, and water under the bridge between us. When I was 17, my uncle arrested me for underage drinking. Slap on the wrist, sent to drunk tank for about 45 minutes, until my mom picked me up. Didn't even search me or check my purse. I had cigarettes and weed in it. Oof. Damn, what would you have done if you did? Be in big shite lol. I have never been in trouble with the law, ever. That was my one and only arrest lol. I learned my lesson real quick. I'm almost 30 now and still scared to drink in public. There was an article not too long ago about a police lieutenant off duty that got pulled over for a suspected DUI by officers in his own precinct. Here it is. I actually found the body cam video and the way the officers had to handle it pretty interesting. When read his Miranda rights. Upon asking the last question, if he wished to answer questions, he again extended his middle finger in my direction. I advised I would consider that a no. Lieutenant William C. Priol Handled much better than a town near me. Significant car accident. Police come. Turns out to be a police sergeant who caused the collision. Despite being apparently falling down drunk, no breathalyzer or blood test. Would have been a complete cover up, except one of the witnesses who pulled over got pissed when she tried to give her information to a cop there and was told to get back in her car or she would be arrested. So she got in her car and called her boss, a prosecutor in the state ag office. Then the state ag office made sure their new investigation got into the news. Unfortunately, I could not find out what happened after, but I expect such a public screw up caused some heads to roll. The town has a reputation for being rather well run.